thoughts on opening day?
Yeah, obviously it's great to be back in front of the fans. Red zone's typically a pretty tough day for the offense, just smaller area, but coming out here and just trying to go out and execute, make the right decisions. And guys are flying around right now. We're pretty juiced up, so we'll take a look at the film. But again, it was exciting to get back on the field and actually run some real plays.
Did you reflect on your coming back here because last time you were here, you were coming off your rookie year, and you weren't the superstar that you become. Did you reflect on that and just what's happened since you were last year?
Yes and no, but at the same time, I've always felt that type of love from Bills Mafia. So again, to be out here and I'm always one of the last guys on the field trying to sign for the kids and make sure I wave or fist bump or high five. And because again, I remember, we've talked about that a lot. I remember being that kid, looking up to people that I'm in the position of now. So just trying to show how much I appreciate and love Bills Mafia for coming out and supporting us. And again, it's so fun, to be out here. We're doing 2-minute walkthrough where, we're supposed to catch the ball. Like defense isn't supposed to do anything, and they're going crazy for us when we score a touchdown. So it's a lot of fun.
What about reestablishing the trust with your targets, Josh? I mean, red zone's a pretty jump head first in the pool way to start that process again, right?
Yeah, for sure. And again, to go out there and have days like this where some things didn't work. That's obviously why we do this on the first day. Let's figure out what's gonna work, how we can fix things, how we can improve. At any point during training camp, if we're perfect, I think that's worrisome. So to come out here again, throwing the ball around, have guys flying around, feel some bullets at my feet, have guys running full speed, getting pressed, seeing some different coverages from our defense right now, and again, it's just the flow of football. I know it's not real life football, it's not getting hit, but it's dang close.
Josh, kind of going back to Sal's question here a little bit. The value, we asked you about this at OTAs, but it goes against a trend to go away for training camp in the National Football League as a team. As a leader now, especially, you're established. What's your perspective on the value of actually being here as opposed to working?
Well, I'll let you ask some of the other guys that. I love it. I love going to camp. All last night. We've got TBT after this. It's turkey burger time. They got the best turkey burgers here. Put a little jalapenos on them. That's the main reason I like coming here. But again, the camaraderie that you get to build, you spend every waking second with your teammates. And again, all you get to focus on is football here, which is a blessing for me because I love this game so much, and I think that, again, I just try to be as fun and as vibrant as I can because some guys don't like it. So I try to bring them up to speed with me, and that comes with the territory of my job. But I do absolutely, genuinely love camp because I love spending time with the guys.
As you're took some downtime, you come here and you see these camps are sold out. Every ticket sold for these things. Does it remind you quickly of the expectations that are on this team and are on you and everything else?
Listen, there's no expectation that anybody else has that I don't have for myself. I think it also shows that how much Rochester missed having us. People in this part of New York missed having training camp. We haven't been here obviously the last 2 years. So to be back here, and I know I saw on Twitter the training camp tickets were a fiasco and people were pretty mad about it. But again, you get to see these kids out here screaming their heads off and us try to make their days, and I think that's the coolest part.
What about, just as a follow-up, what about this as being the next step towards achieving your high, this team's high expectations? Sean said we're here to work, but the expectations are out there. I think somebody said Vegas has got the Bills the favorite to win the Super Bowl. How is this as the next step towards achieving?
Again, we got to come out here, find ways to get better and improve on ourselves. Nothing that we did last year is going to carry over to this year. Nothing that we're going to do next year is going to affect us this year. So again, it's a brand new season. Everybody's starting 0-0. We're a new team. We're a different team. We know that. We understand that. We've got new pieces. We've got a new offensive coordinator. We've got a new mindset. So again, just trying to find what we are, what our identity is. That's really what training camp is for. And hopefully by the time we leave St. John Fisher, we know what type of team we are mentally and physically, and we can start developing game plans and go from there week by week. But again, there's no higher expectations than what we have for ourselves in the locker room. And again, I think if you're a team that doesn't have Super Bowl or nothing, you know, in your minds, I don't think that you're doing it the right way. Obviously, that's the main goal, is to win world championships, and we got to find a way to get it done. But again, it starts with week one.
I know that you've done stuff on the field with Ken as your OC, but now it's different. Now there's no more going back and redoing things. Can you give us a sense of what if you did bring in someone from the outside versus having a guy here that you now are familiar with and you are at training camp, and how comfortable you are with Ken?
Yeah, I mean, obviously Dorsey's he's gonna be nails for us. Again, first time calling plays though, there's gonna be bumps in the road for me, for him, just the camaraderie that we have. Obviously, I've said it before, but like hearing a new voice in my head for, you know, I had the same voice in my head for the last 4 years, so that's a little switch up. But again, I think Dorsey's going to do everything in his power to be the best OC that he can be. He's going to have a lot of faith in his guys, you know, because it is different. You know, if you brought a guy from the outside in, that trust factor might not be there. The knowing of likes and dislikes of myself, of Diggs, of Gabe, of what our O-line is good at, what they aren't good at. You know, he just, in terms of that, he's got to step ahead, you know, step above what anybody else would have come in his position. You know, and I count my blessings every day that we did promote him, and he's still here for us and with us. And again, I've got supreme trust and faith in Coach Dorse.
How much is new in terms of the offense? Like, I mean, obviously terminology, there's a lot of carryover by design when they promote a guy like that. But what are you having to learn? What's the percentage, if you can put one on it, that's new that he's bringing in?
I mean, I don't know if there's going to be that much difference in terms of what we call. Now, again, we're just trying to find out what's going to suit us, what pieces on the field, because obviously we've got some different weapons this year that can get on the field and make some plays for us. So it's going to be a chess game trying to figure out, you know, what guys are good at and how we can get certain guys on the field in certain looks. But again, that comes with time, that comes with reps, comes with a lot of trust, you know, from one another. And you know, I got no doubt that, you know, Doris and the offensive staff will figure that out. And but I don't envy what Brandon Beane's going to have to do, you know, this camp, looking at some of our guys, because we've got a lot of playmakers, a lot of good guys on this team, you know, and so it's going to be a fun camp. It really is. There's going to be a lot of competition.
Josh, you've talked a lot over the offseason about needing more yak, and I guess once you get out to this setting and you get a little bit more live reps, like, what do you have to do to make sure that ultimately happens? How does that fall into
Yeah, I mean, again, that's I think that's a quarterback stat, so I've got to do better with that in terms of ball placement. And you know, there's certain concepts that we run, you know, it's no secret, you know, throwing outside the numbers, throwing the deeper intermediate balls, where guys are catching and getting out of bounds. So find ways to get a few more slants, unders, in cuts, where guys have the opportunity to catch and run. And again, it comes with ball placement and understanding different concepts.
You said we've got a new mindset. Can you expand on that? How has the mindset changed in some way, or maybe narrowed?
I mean, I think just, again, expectations within ourselves. You know, we're a team that's got to find a way. I think that's obviously, everybody knows Buffalo for that, you know. So again, going out there, being smart, being tough, being dependable. That's where the carryover is. I think the smart, tough, and dependable, and we've always talked about that inside our locker room. But again, you know, just the love that we have for each other and coming out here and building the camaraderie in camp, I think that's gonna help us. And in terms of mentality, again, I think that's just the expectations that we have for ourselves is much higher.
Does that linger? Does that linger?
Smart, tough, dependable. He told us that about 800,000 times.
Oh yeah. So that's sticking around. That's sticking around.
Does that linger? The fact that this team hasn't found a way. You've found a way to get to a point, but you've not found a way to get to that. Does that linger?
No, I don't think so. Obviously, every year is a new year. It's hard to win in this league. We understand that. At the end of the year, there's going to be 31 unhappy teams. So, again, understanding that it's a long season, and you know, there was times last year where people were counting us out, and we know that, and we're very fortunate to be returning a lot of those players that we've had that experience now of knowing what it's like to kind of fight our way back up. But again, it's a brand new season. I can't say it enough that nothing that we did last year will affect what we do this year. We got to go out and find a way each and every week.
You've been here long enough to see receivers go from year 1 to 2 to 3. What have you seen from Gabe? Especially the off season, he comes in, he looks bigger. You've seen the workouts and things like that. What have you seen from him?
Yeah, I mean, all he knows is work. It's the truth. You know, he just wants to be the best receiver that he can be. He wants to contribute to the team no matter what. You know, to have guys now like him and Diggs kind of leading that room, showing some of these younger guys how to work, what hard work looks like, how to practice, how to take care of your bodies. It's two really good examples that our offense has, and again, he's becoming more of a vocal guy now, and guys respect him obviously because what he's done on the field and how he carries himself off the field. So that's going to continue to grow. He's going to continue to get better, and I'm excited to see what he can do for us this year.
When you're not playing football or working out, or I guess eating turkey burgers, what are your favorite things to do at camp?
At camp, we're going to start playing a lot of Catan. We're big settlers here. I didn't bring my video game, my PC this year, so I might be missing that. But I'm finishing Breaking Bad right now. I'm starting the Terminal List. My brother said that's really good. And then I got to finish The Boys. So I got some TV shows that I elected to choose over video games to relax instead of screaming in my room at my other teammates to come pick me up when I'm down. But I'm sure I'll still find a way to play some NHL or 2K with some of the guys.
Have you played Oak Hill yet?
I did play the other day. Tuesday. Or no. Friday? Friday.
Where'd you shoot?
Shot 83. My golf game, guys, I know you guys saw the match. And of course it comes right at the end. I've had a few really good rounds in the last week and a half. Tahoe, I did good day 1, day 2 and 3 not so much. Had a little bit too much fun there. But of course, right when I get towards the end of the season, my golf game kind of gets to a point where I feel like I know what I'm doing. And you put the clubs away for 5 months and it's starting fresh from February. So it's just the nature of the business, I guess. But I played the West Course 3 years ago. It was the first time I played the East, and it was very tough. It was awesome.